afternoon and welcome back to our second game this afternoon of the Jim Brown National Tournament at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. We are about to see New South Wales face ACT. I am Courtney Kynaston and with me is Eric Brook. Eric, how pumped are you for this game?
Oh, I am super pumped, and that previous game just warmed me up, I think, Courtney. Not long between this game and the previous game. The last game, if you get a chance and you haven't watched it, watch it later on. It goes to a shootout, but it was a fantastic game. New South Wales this morning, they lost to Victoria with 32 seconds remaining, and ACT, they were very clinical in their defeat of the understaffed South Australia team, winning 9-0.
Oh, absolutely. And look, I have so many expectations about this game. With these two teams, look, there's a lot of strong players, a lot of AIHL representative players out there as well. And look, with ACT very solidly Brave-oriented, we've got a mix of North Stars, Rhinos, Bears players out there for New South Wales. So look, this game particularly, I'm anticipating to be fast and exciting. And a close game, much like the one we've just watched. I really think this won't be one of those kind of runaway games. I think it's going to be tit for tat with goals. We're going to ping pong a little bit with end-to-end opportunities. And what I really hope to see from both teams is a continuation of their really solid strategy. So the passing of the puck, skating it to the neutral zone, their break-ins, supporting each other with passing as well as shots, getting in there for rebounds. All of those things are really important today, and this is such an important game, particularly for New South Wales, who will be chasing a solid semi-final spot.
So just having a look at the goalie matchups from this morning, Brendan Kuiper started for New South Wales, and Stuart Woodall started for ACT. So Tetro will be starting for the ACT. The ACT in a predominantly white jersey, and heading into net will be Matt Montgomery for New South Wales. Brendan Kuiper's had the start this morning.
Yeah, look, both these goalies will be very familiar with each other. They have seen each other when Matt has had an opportunity for the North Stars versus CBR Brave. So, look, I think, it really could go either way, but I'm really hoping just to see some really classy, strong hockey from both teams. I think the discipline of playing with clean hits and good battles is what will help them win this game. Silly penalties absolutely could cost them, and we've seen that in a couple of yesterday's games.
So Matt Montgomery with the start for New South Wales in the sky blue, and Alex Tetro in white for ACT today. They're both very familiar with their surrounds and the task at hand.
So it looks like we've got Casey Kubara facing off against one of the Kuipers brothers. I recognised him.
There's only one on the ice at the moment, Court.
And I just forgot which one's attached to which name.
Josh Kuipers with the face-off. And we're underway. Jordan Brunt now at his own defensive end. Matt Harvey, cross-ice pass. Here comes Casey Kubara entering the zone, trying to find Harvey. Couldn't connect. Back into neutral ice. Brunt off the skates of Lee. Lee comes back. Lee with the puck now for New South Wales. Lee puts on a spurt. Casey Kubara is there. Brunt back now for Harvey. Cross-ice pass intended for Henning, but Ethan Hawes was in the way for New South Wales. Hawes trying to get around Casey Kubara for ACT. Harvey with it, centering pass. Henning fires, and it was a good save by Montgomery on the left-hand pad from his point of view. Tommy Stephen works it out for New South Wales down the left-hand side. Stephen thinks about a shot, gets around Brunt, needs someone in front. Lee takes over, has got Dietrich on the blue line. Here's Dietrich. Dietrich winds up, selects power drive, but that was in the car park compared to where the net is. Back now for Queensland, for New South Wales at their own defensive end. Here comes Charlie York, centering, couldn't connect with anybody in white. Mietinen of the Kai variety, battling. Good shot there from Tyler Kubara from point blank range. Here comes Charlie York trying to get around one, gets around one, finds some support behind the net, attacks the front of the net. Charlie York finding some support on the right-hand side, now on the blue line. ACT on the attack, but the Blues are there through Clemmy. Getting sent wide is Sayers. Doesn't become a shot in the end. It went wide from Sayers. New South Wales still on the attack. Opening couple of minutes of this one. ACT doing a good job getting it back into neutral ice. Cole Clark has to turn and chase. No icing. Zamboni corner. 2 minutes gone. ACT nil. New South Wales nil. Cross ice pass. Found its intended target in the end. Tommy Moncrief goes high. Well saved. He got a lot of that Tetro. Big rebound on offer. That'll come back for ACT at their defensive end. Buskus. Neutral ice. Tommy Moncrief, who's actually plaited his hair. The flow is gone. His hair's plaited. I've seen Tommy play for the Sydney Bears for quite a few years, and it's the first time I've ever seen that.
That's a new look.
It is a new look. Shot goes wide from Henry York. Henry York in front. Right-hand post for Montgomery. Montgomery's there. New South Wales get out of trouble. Here's Noah Moncrief now. Noah Moncrief entering the zone. He's got Max Miller for company attacking the net. Reinforcements arrive. I'm just not used to seeing Tommy Moncrief without the flow. Back now for Hawes. Hawes at centre ice. Looking to go wide. Goes around one. Looking for some support. He's got a player in front of the net in the form of Miller. Back for Tommy Moncrief. Moncrief thinks about a shot. Sees brother Noah there. Noah fires. Saved and deflected into the corner there by Tetro. New South Wales keeping it in the zone. Good work there by Noah Moncrief. Back into neutral ice. Here's Tommy Moncrief now. Moncrief comes down. There's an arm in the air, and New South Wales on the delayed penalty now. Extra attacker on for New South Wales on the delayed penalty. Bringing it all the way back to his own goal line is Ethan Hawes. Hawes just controlling the play. Right-hand side now. So they're just trying to play a game of keep away from the ACT to take advantage of the delayed penalty. Here's Ethan Hawes. Spins away from Matuk. Trying to spin away from Ricky Miettinen. Finds a pass. Miettinen of the Ricky variety taps up, and New South Wales are heading to the power play.
Look, they took a little long there to actually end up with 6 on the ice. Took a moment there to get their 6 men out, even though Montgomery was off. And look, it was a big trip in neutral zone seeing Tommy Moncrief go down. So going on to the power play now, New South Wales have a big chance to move that puck around. So we have Clemmy at the attacking zone face-off against Casey Kubara, and they win that face-off and looking to pass it around.
So
and it's in the rafters.
in the rafters. New South Wales starting the power play. Ricky Miettinen sitting 2 minutes for tripping. And New South Wales power play is 7 seconds old. Attacking zone face-off coming up. Clemmy will take it against Casey Kubara to the right-hand side of Tetro. Here comes Hawes now. As Hawes spins away from Casey Kubara. Battle on the half wall. Noah Moncrief. Hawes walks the blue line, fires, sprays it wide. Henning now with it. Henning all the way up the ice. No icing on the penalty kill. Montgomery will just settle the puck down. Back now for Hawes. Hawes at his own defensive end. Finds some support. Tapped on by Clemmy. Noah Moncrief now gets around Brunt. Trying to retrieve the puck. Casey Kubara is there. Battle up against the boards. Casey Kubara flings it out all the way back down with 1:15 remaining of the New South Wales power play. Mitch Henning applying some forechecking pressure. New South Wales working it out of their own end from Ethan Hawes. Hawes crosses the lines, enters the zone, can't get a shot on. Brought down with a handy hit. Tommy Moncrief thinks about a shot, gets a shot, goes bar down and celebrates Tommy Moncrief. What a powerful shot, glove side.
And look, shooting from the blue line is no easy feat. So look, he comes in, gets the puck, moves it in actually. So he moves in off the blue line, comes in to find that nice space. He's got support with people either side of the net, which is perfect if it rebounds out. But yeah, well done to Tommy Moncrief. putting New South Wales ahead. That's the lift they needed to get this game going.
So a power play goal for New South Wales. Back to centre ice. Charlie York now enters his own. Watched there by Seckham. Pressured over towards the door of doom. Kai Miettinen working behind the net. Montgomery head on a swivel. Here's Seckham now. Will try and clear it out for New South Wales. Battle on the half wall. New South Wales eventually make it into neutral ice. Just for Kai Miettinen just to fling it back in, and that will come back for icing.
Look, both these teams are skating hard and fast, putting pressure on each other. So, look, New South Wales did what they really needed to do, and that was to take advantage of that power play. It was a really crucial goal for them, I think, against this very tough ACT team. And they go back up now into the attacking zone with Josh Klipus taking the face-off.
Back now, ACT working it out of their own defensive end. Charlie York centering pass, finding Tyler Kabara now entering the zone. He's got some support from Charlie York. High, the puck still free, cleared out of immediate danger by Dietrich, and out of play. Was that deflected, or will that be a delay of game? Here's a beautiful save on replay, Matt Montgomery.
He'll be a little disappointed in himself giving up that rebound, going into his logo like that and just jumping over his glove. I think he'll be eagerly looking to tidy that up.
It was desperation by Dietrich to get the puck out of there, but delay of game for that very reason. So a penalty against New South Wales, delay of game. ACT, Courtney heading to the power play.
This would be very scary for New South Wales. There are some very strong players on the ice right now for the ACT, and New South Wales need to clear it, which they do with a strong push around the boards.
Christensen battling up against Sayers. Sayers getting in good position. Christensen winning the puck there for the ACT. He's got some help there, Christensen. ACT working it up on the power play for the next minute 45. This is Crisp. This is Casey Kabara. Rebound offered by Montgomery. Casey Kabara first to the puck. Harvey just said, mate, you go ahead and get it. Back now for Harvey behind the net. Needs a player in front. They've really fanned out into the umbrella. Kept into the zone well by Christensen. Back now for Brunt. For Casey Kabara across the ice, but have got the stick of Tommy Moncrief on the way and flung out by Hayden Sayers. Deflected down and just kept calm there by Alex Tetro. Play continues now. Casey Kabara working it into the zone on the power play for the ACT. Back on the blue line. Here's Christensen working down low, trying to connect with Harvey. There was lots of traffic in the slot. New South Wales clear it out now. Back now for Jordan Brunt at his own defensive end as New South Wales change with 50 seconds of the ACT power play. Back into neutral ice. Casey Kabara finding Harvey. Harvey walks the blue line. Now for Henning. Cross ice pass deflected on the way through by Seckham. Intended target there was Farmy. Back for the General Lee. The Lee clears it all the way back down. Settled down by Tetro. Tetro plays the puck. Leaves it now for the ACT. Back now for Casey Kabara with 20 seconds remaining of the power play. One last opportunity possibly as Casey crosses all the lines now, getting around Tommy Stephen. Battle in Zamboni corner. Harvey Hawes gets a better of that one for New South Wales. 5 seconds remaining of the power play. Dietrich about to come right back out. Second with the active stick. Half-all centering pass. Maresco fires, trying to find the stick of Henning. Couldn't quite find it. Power play over. Farmy back here for Georgie Rava. Centering, deflected off the stick there of Casey Kabara. He'll come off for a change. Tommy Stephen. New South Wales working out of their own defensive end. Kai Miettinen getting his stick in the way. Back now for Christensen. Christensen trying to get around Stephen, but Stephen was there. Stephen just holding it back, working it back now with Hawes. Hawes now getting pressured there by Christensen, doing a lap of the cage. Clearing it all the way back now for Cole Clark. Puck skips on him a little bit. Works it out, Stephen trying to connect with Cole Clark, only found Christensen. Christensen finds Kai Miettinen. Miettinen trying to fire but can't. Pressured there by Iffin Hawes, who sends him wide, sends him into the boards and gets the puck for his trouble. Hawes, here's Miller. We know he's got speed. He enters the zone. He tries to get around one. Back now for Charlie York. York clearing the zone. Nice pass on the left-hand side. Finds Kai Miettinen. Miettinen enters the zone on the left-hand side. Pressured there by Cole Clark. Driven over towards the boards. Reinforcements arrive. It was good work there by New South Wales by Mumeski. Jordan Brunt now battle Cole Clark there. Cole Clark getting in good position, and they should be able to clear it out from here, New South Wales, Courtney.
Yeah, look, absolutely. They've turned the tables, and with Moncrief going in, Max Miller supporting him for a great opportunity in their attacking zone.
So back to neutral ice we come from Musimi. Back now for Dietrich. Musini, I've seen him. He's got a powerful shot, the Moose, as Brunt comes back and works it. Farmy near the cafe corner. Working it out, Charlie York, Musimi near the penalty boxes. Here's Buskus entering the zone, and Musini, I just gave him a rap, and now he's heading to the penalty box. 2 minutes for tripping. Sorry, Moose.
And just as I was thinking, there've been no whistles. It's been good. We get a whistle. Look, I really think ACT have been putting a lot of pressure on New South Wales. They had to play very, very defensively, which can get exhausting. It reduces opportunities when they're trying to attack. And I think New South Wales really turned the tables on them, so they've done well. And now we go to the face-off dot to the right of Montgomery with Moncrief and Kubara on the face-off dot.
So Noah Moncrief against Tyler Kubara. 2 Moncriefs, 2 Kubaras, not 4.
A little easier for us to remember who's who.
So shout out to Bailey and Toby if you're watching. Back now, ACT working in their attacking zone. Kai Miettinen back now for Brunt. Brunt right-hand side, centering pass. Finds Christensen, and there waiting at the top of his crease was Montgomery.
Speaking of Bailey, I was talking to their dad Chris after this morning's games. He mentioned he has been watching from Germany, so hello to Bailey. We look forward, hopefully we see you back for 2024 in the CBR team. I'm quite fond of the Kubara brothers. They're very talented and great to watch.
There's quite a few Australian players overseas at the moment, so if you are watching, hello. New South Wales trying to work it out of their defensive end now, flung out all the way back down, and that will come back. No, it was on target, so Tetro had to make a play at that one, so no icing. ACT working out of their own defensive end. So New South Wales are on the penalty kill in any occasion. The ACT on the power play for another minute 20. Let's see what they can do now. Trying to set up. Good shot there from Tyler Kubara on the right-hand side.
Some great support from the Ds on New South Wales, just deflecting that rebound away from Matt, so ACT couldn't push that in the net.
Jordan Brunt now walking the blue line, got Casey Kubara for company, fires himself, and a nice glove save. Mic drop if you don't mind.
Mic drop. Yeah, well done from Montgomery there. These shots are coming quite hard and fast from the ACT. He's got great vision and he's just blocking them well. So, but again, just a shout out to those defensive players on New South Wales. It was a bit of a scramble in front of the net, making it challenging, and they really worked hard to get it out of his way. 57
seconds remaining of the ACT power play. Back now for Casey Kubara. For Buskus now. Back for Casey Kubara. Henning waiting on the blue line. Here's Henning now. Henning winds up, fires, and deflected into the corner. Casey Kubara, 40 seconds of the power play remaining. Back over for Henning for attempt number 2 on this drive. Henning now looking for a lane. Finds Casey Kubara, left-hand circle. He's got some support in front. Just works down low with Buskus. Trying to work on an impossible angle. Henning was working in there as well. Here's Georgie now. Across the face of goal. New South Wales do a great job of clearing it out via Tommy Stephen. Lee comes back. 10 seconds of the penalty remaining. New South Wales doing great on the penalty kill this afternoon. Tetro warning his players that a player's coming out of the box. The Moose will be loose in about 3 seconds' time. Flung into Zamboni corner. Lee battling against Georgie. Georgie centering pass. Couldn't find anybody in white. Henning trying to get the puck, but New South Wales are there via Stephen. Almost out of play and out of play at the New South Wales bench.
Yeah, as soon as it connected with some of those players leaning over the bench, that whistle went. Some good pressure from ACT, but I really feel like New South Wales is standing tall. They're doing quite well to keep them out, and they're protecting their goalies. So really well done in this sequence, and they'll be eager to win this face-off and get it out of the zone.
1-0 New South Wales. Tyler Kabara at the face-off against Scott Clemmy. Out of the defensive zone. Beer, cross-ice pass. Finds Lachlan Farmy. Entering the zone now, Charlie York. Just happy to fling it in. He was under some pressure. Musini now battling. Tyler Kabara gets it better of that one. Centering, trying to connect with Kai Miertinen, but he had Jaden Ryan all over him like calamine lotion. Here's Musini, who takes the hit, loses the puck to Kai Miertinen. Entering the zone. Tyler Kabara now trying to get around Dietrich. Dietrich had done enough. Back into neutral ice we go down the right-hand side. Double team there was Hayden Sayers. Thrown off the puck, quite literally. New South Wales still in possession though. Flinging it around. Scott Hawes on the blue line. It was good work there by Ryan. Sayers coming in. Farmy now for the ACT. Cafe corner. Charlie York sending it back now to Farmy. Farmy finding Beer behind the net. Beer now clears it out well on the right-hand side. That will come all the way back down. No icing. It'll be left now for Miller. Miller cross-ice pass here as a new ACT unit comes on. Miller gets dispossessed at centre ice. Miller back with it briefly. Buskus just happy to fling it in, and that, Courtney, will come back for icing.
Yeah, some great pressure from New South Wales keeping ACT on that blue line, forcing them to dump it in. And unfortunately, they were just on the wrong side of the red line, which brings an icing and an advantage for New South Wales in the attacking zone. So it looks like we have Tommy Moncrief with the attacking zone face-off for New South Wales. And New South Wales keep it in.
So good work there by Noah Moncrief. Tommy Moncrief digging in front of the net. Tetro was strong, the ACT defence was strong, and Team Zebra comes in.
Look, a lot. Just giving my mind a moment to process. A lot happening to the side of the net there with Tommy Moncrief back at the face-off dot. Brother Noah to his right. He'll be looking to win this face-off and try and get another shot on.
Attacking zone face-off now for New South Wales with a minute 19 remaining in the period. New South Wales with the 1-0 lead would really like to extend that in the next minute or so. Left-hand side, losing possession briefly. Henry York clears it out. That'll come back. There's a foot race. Cole Clark's in good position against Matuk. Clears it out. Can't find a teammate. Kept in the zone. Georgie now, the puck balloons into Zamboni corner. New South Wales clear it out. And almost kept in the zone and just flung back in there by Henry York. Cross-ice pass finds Tommy Moncrief, dumping it off for brother Noah. Noah Moncrief now battling against Georgie. 37 seconds remaining in the period. ACT working it up. And they're just stopping at the blue line. Christensen trying to find Georgie. Georgie with it now. Trying to find somebody in the centre. New South Wales clear it out of the slot. And it's left for Harvey, who's just coming to the ice to turn and chase, and that will beat everybody for icing with just under 20 seconds remaining in the period.
Like a good skate for Tommy Moncrief, but he just wasn't fast enough to catch Harvey and get in front of him. Now, the shots on goal are 5-11, favouring the ACT, and the scoreline and the shots on goal are reflective of ACT really working hard this game, but not reflective of how hard New South Wales are working, with Moncrief and Casey Kubara at the face-off dot, and Kubara with the win, a shot and a goal.
Wowee.
That was a moment.
That certainly was a moment. And
look, I actually talk to people even when I'm in the penalty box, when I'm in the fans, that in the last 30 seconds, 20 seconds of games and the face-offs happen and whether or not a team might get a goal off a face-off, there was just so much calm in Casey Kubara in that moment, just seeing where the puck moved after the face-off and just getting that through Montgomery.
With 17 seconds remaining in the period, Casey Kabara has tied it up and made it 1-1. New South Wales now via Stevens. Stevens shoots, Tetros saves. Applying the pressure on the doorstep was Josh Kuipers, but Tetros says no.
Look, credit to New South Wales. They are chasing the game at this point, and to come up and put that kind of pressure on means their head is still in this game and they're pushing hard. Attacking
zone face-off for New South Wales. ACT just need to fling it out of immediate danger, out of play at the ACT bench with 40.43 of a second remaining. I'm thinking about Rob Dushman trying to pull the goalie with 0.43 of a second remaining.
I mean, low risk, but very little will happen. And we don't even make it off the face-off dot.
I just would have given Matt Montgomery first place in the queue at the very short intermission.
True.
So 15 minutes of hockey in the books, and it's 1-1. A very, very tight game, as the score would indicate.
Absolutely. And the shots on goal, however, just sort of show that ACT are working and putting a lot more pressure in the attacking zone for them, with six shots on goal to 12, favouring ACT. Now, defensively, New South Wales are working incredibly hard, and so I do think that's why their shots are half of what ACT's are. And coming out in period 2, I think coach is going to be saying to them, really, you got to get up in that end, and you need to lay some shots on Tetro, wear him out, make him move, find those gaps, because they're very few and far between.
So I'm just having a look at the New South Wales bench, and Tommy Moncrief doing a lot of the talking there, which is good, and having a look at the ACT bench. Still lots in this. There's still 30 minutes of stop time hockey remaining.
And look, ice hockey is a different beast, and with stop time, it means the game has a lot of places it can go. And a lot of different things can happen. And I think coach will be happy that the teams, like the players, are talking to each other. It means they're aware of what they need to do, and means their input becomes more valuable when it's things happening in the play. If the team can come off and talk to each other and be like, this is what we need to do, let's get out there and do it, boys, they're going to lift, and we're going to see that when they step out on the ice for the second period.
So lots of AI experience both on the benches and also in the playing arena.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have down in the benches for New South Wales, we have a Newcastle hero in Raymond Sheffield as assistant coach, and Amelia Matheson, who is representing Newcastle but also the AWIHL. And then you put into the teams, we've got representatives from the Bears, the Rhinos, the North Stars, and then you look at
the Ice Dogs.
And the Ice Dogs. Apologies, Ice Dogs. A few of you there too. And then you look at the ACT bench that I almost called the CBR bench, but same point. It's we are seeing quite a few players that know each other from that league. Some play with each other, others against each other. So it makes for fun hockey, really. And it's lifting this level as well.
And it's good to see ACT be represented as a territory of Australia as well.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen ACT in a tournament here in Newcastle before in my 9 or so years, so good for them.
So back now, ACT through Charlie York, back now for Tommy Stephen. Stephen now with it at his own defensive end, looking for some options, clears it out the right-hand side. Narrow corridor, they work it out the right-hand side. Back now for Lachlan Farmy. Farmy's got options left and right, goes towards his right-hand side. Finds the sticker, Tommy Stephen on the way through. Casey Kabara just happy to promote it in the zone. Ultron now. Pause. An all Newcastle defensive pairing at the moment. Back now for Kai Miettinen. Under some pressure. Applying pressure, Josh Kleipers amongst others. Back for the ACT, working it out of their defensive end. Flung in from distance. That was a good shot under some pressure by Maresco. Working it back now. Tyler Kabara back for Ethan Hawes. Hawes left-hand side, back into neutral ice. Kai Miettinen, Tyler Kabara, Tommy Stephen. Puck goes behind. Back for the ACT and scoring, but we've got a penalty coming. We've got a goal confirmed at one end. We've got a referee's arm at the other end.
So while I think you're watching the goal, Eric, I was watching two players just bent over the penalty box. So number 64 for ACT.
Kai Mintunen.
Kai was just pushing Ethan Hawes' head in towards the penalty box attendants. So look, it looked pretty unpleasant and uncomfortable, and we'll see both of them sit in the box now. I would suspect that sounds like the goal is being awarded, but the penalty is being put in place. So that's an advantage, Eric, of our four-man system, where you've got a ref at the back that is watching this back of play, and you've got a ref up the top that can watch for goals. So this is a scenario where that's really benefited this, where both aspects of the game have been covered.
And considering that players from both teams were involved, it's really difficult to overturn that goal for something that was that far off the puck.
Correct. They were all the way up here, and yeah, it had no impact other than it made it 4-on-4 hockey down the other end, which unfortunately.
So we're going to have a look at the replay of the goal, and we can see a bit of the scuffle there towards the penalty box as play continues. It was a good shot high on Montgomery. So no question about the legality of the goal there, and it was awarded straight away on ice. Just the extracurricular there. The atmosphere's changed all of a sudden.
It has. I was just thinking how it just feels like it's dropped a little. You really lose that ability to celebrate a goal when at the same time there's a whistle going for a penalty. So both teams need to just reset a little bit mentally now as they come back to centre ice and look to New South Wales will want to balance that game again. They're going to want to get that one back. And I really feel that the disadvantage on New South Wales having Ethan Hawes stuck up here on the red line and not down in his defensive position where he was needed.
So 5-on-5 hockey, and the funny fact is we've had just over a minute of hockey in this second period, but already so much has happened.
We're ticking the bingo box of ice hockey.
We certainly are. Georgie, left-hand side for the ACT. Heavy contact up against the boards. Musini, and that should come back for icing. Big battle. There's an interference penalty in the corner.
Yeah, we've just got the ref in the skate high corner indicating interference on Matt for this hit that we could just see in front of our box. Yeah.
So Musini sitting for 2 minutes and ACT heading on the power play. So it's been a bad few minutes for New South Wales, conceding a goal and now straight basically onto the penalty kill.
So Noah Moncrief lining up for this face-off against Casey Kubara, and ACT have got the puck starting to move it around.
Back now for Harvey in the corner, finding Casey Kubara. Jordan Brunt back for Casey Kubara. Kubara right-hand side, he's got options everywhere. Cross ice pass didn't hit Christensen that cleanly. Back now Henning battling. He's got Jaden Ryan immediately in front of him for New South Wales as the power play starts for the ACT. Right-hand side, Casey Kubara. It's got Harvey in front, cleared out by New South Wales all the way back down. Tetro will just settle the puck down. A minute 20 remaining of the ACT power play. Second wave, applying pressure. Hayden Sayers there for New South Wales. Here's Casey Kubara getting around Jaden Ryan. Fires. The puck still free in the slot. Flung out of immediate danger. A close call there for Montgomery in New South Wales as the power play continues for the ACT.
A great poke check from Montgomery just to push it out between the legs of those players.
Back now, the pass didn't quite find Jordan Brunt directly. Here's Brunt now, left-hand circle. Power play continuing now. Cross ice pass on the blue line for Christensen, almost intercepted there by Ryan. Shot deflected wide. Noah Moncrief trying to clear it out. Kept in the zone by Christensen. Christensen centering pass. Couldn't connect cleanly. Finds Casey Kubara now. In front, Maresco. He had an attempt. The puck was still alive. And Buskus rather in front.
Look, he's done very well there, and we'll see this on the replay, that the puck just bounced over Montgomery. I think he thought he had it, but it just rolls over his pads, and Buskus is in the right spot on that back door just to tap it in gently. and give his team a 2-goal lead.
So he had two whacks at it, and he needed to, and the puck was still free.
That really highlights how important it is to have that player that's the supportive player that's at the net. So the puck carrier may be up on the hash marks or on the blue line taking the shot, but that person in front of the net is there for that moment, and it's rolled out and over, and he capitalised.
So a power play goal for the ACT. Matt Buskus there. Back to centre ice. Second in the middle of a sandwich. Back now for Lee. Lee now getting forced wide. New South Wales bench calling for a penalty there. Flung back in. New South Wales looking to come back. It's 3-1 now to the ACT. Here's Stephen now. Stephen getting around Matuk. Getting around Farmy. Getting around another. Firing from distance there was Josh Klipus. ACT working it out and back into neutral ice. Here's Matuk entering the zone, trying to connect with somebody in white but couldn't. New South Wales clearing it out. Back now, entering the zone but going offside was Josh Seckham.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We've seen a little bit of that lately where the momentum of other players is getting shut down on the blue line, and it's really good defensive play. So we saw the two players come back out of the box and join their respective benches. Ethan jumping back, Ethan Hawes back into his defensive line for this play.
So neutral zone face-off closest towards the New South Wales empty penalty box. Back now for the ACT. Here's Georgie. Left-hand wall, using it as his friend. Trying to find Charlie York, but he was tied up. Back now for Georgie. Guarded there by Tommy Moncrief. Getting forced wide, just happy to dump it in. That'll come all the way back for Sean Altrin. Altrin trying to find defensive partner Ethan Hawes, but Hawes was under some pressure himself. Tyler Kabara battle up against the boards. Charlie York involved as well. Good work by all there. Cleared out back into neutral ice. Heavy hit there and an immediate penalty as Tommy Moncrief comes down. That was Noah Moncrief that's down. A little bit of pushy-shovey at the moment. And we'll get some medical attention out for Noah.
Noah looks like he's catching his breath. He is moving, and he's just putting his head up. And look, I'm not at all surprised that Tom's come in defending his little brother, but he does have to be careful, as it could cost his team in a very negative way.
And it often happens the other way around. They'll both stick up for each other. Tommy Moncrief heads towards the penalty box. The ACT penalty box door is open, which would be for the original hit. No. So Noah Moncrief very, very frustrated here. We'll wait for the official calls.
I do think it adds to the tension of the game. So these moments where you just take a hit that's uncomfortable, it knocks the wind out of you. And this reaction, it doesn't help the team. So hopefully they can just catch their breath and come back out into the next sequence.
Haven't we had a 4-minute and 8-second period of hockey so far?
Has it really only been that long?
10:52 remaining in the second. So we'll wait for the penalties, and we'll have another. Here's another angle now, Courtney.
He goes down hard on his face. It looks very uncomfortable.
Penalty was called straight away as soon as that hit was made. The ACT penalty box door is open. We're just waiting for confirmation who will be sitting and where they will be sitting and for how long.
Just listening into the refs, it did sound like they were speaking to Coach Amelia Matheson about potentially Noah heading over to the box as well. It did look like he was potentially getting an abusive official call. He's just getting some help from our medical staff at the moment. We could see him speaking to the ref, indicating there might be a little bit of blood on the face,
So Eugene Jews heading towards the penalty box at the moment. He may be going in in replace of Noel Moncrief, but we'll wait and see for that one. We'll wait for the official calls to come through.
Look, there is an advantage to this, Eric. There's a lot of tempers going just there. So if this delays just for a few more minutes, it gives both teams an opportunity to calm down and get back to a more centred, focused hockey game. We do have 2 penalties on the board for New South Wales and 1 for ACT.
Now, the important one for the ACT, a 5-minute penalty, a game penalty here against the ACT, and 2 2-minute penalties for New South Wales. We'll confirm all this when we get the information that comes down the line. But it's important for the officials to get this right and to take some of the heat out of the game.
Absolutely. And look, in stop time hockey, you'll find that sometimes they'll just stand centre ice just to give that extra little bit of moment to calm things down. And that helps them to officiate the game, but it also helps the teams. So blown the whistle now, so we'll see the teams take the ice. And I expect that we will have a 4-on-3.
So players will come back now. So 4-on-3 confirmed. So New South Wales, they've got a little bit of work to do, but having said that, they've got a lot of time to do it. There's still 10:52 remaining in the second period. So on the ice for the ACT at the moment, we have Henning, Harvey, Nick Christensen, Casey Kabara and Jordan Brunt. Jordan Brunt's just come off the ice, and an attacking zone face-off coming up for the ACT.
So we have 4-on-3.
We do.
That will
So
make it interesting.
So play's underway now. Nick Christensen with it. Christensen back for Casey Kabara. Working down low. Casey Kabara again fires and deflected into the corner there by Montgomery. So back now for Harvey. Cross ice pass. Off the skates there of Christensen and New South Wales. The short-handed New South Wales. They are trying to get out of their defensive end. Back now Casey Kabara walking along the blue line. Finds Harvey, right-hand circle. Christensen rather. Christensen for Harvey. Harvey trying to shoot behind the net. Nothing required. No action required there by Montgomery. The ACT doing a good job of keeping it in this zone. 4-on-3 hockey. Back now for Casey Kabara. Right-hand side. Just taking their time. Off the pads there and flung out by New South Wales and out of the zone. A little bit of breathing opportunity. 50 seconds before a couple of players can come back for New South Wales. Back now, Casey Kabara. Just looking for a lane that's open, looking for someone who may be in a better position than him. Nick Christensen now walking the blue line. Down low, Harvey takes it behind the net, looking for somebody in front. New South Wales are there. Nick Christensen now, the pace has gone out of the game. Deflected wide by Montgomery. Back now for Nick Christensen. Christensen, cross ice pass, Casey Kabara. Working down low with Harvey. Casey Kabara out of the zone. New South Wales players back in 10 seconds. Casey Kabara entering the zone now as the power play unit for the ACT team comes in via Georgie. New unit on. 2 New South Wales players back out onto the ice now. Kept in the zone and out by Tyler Kabara. He'll just play it back down for Tetro. Tetro will just settle it down all the way back down, and that will come back now for Stephen. Stephen at his own end. New South Wales now having the advantage in the player strength department. Back now for Casey Kabara. Just working it out. Back for brother Tyler, who's back at his own defensive end. New South Wales now on the power play for the next 2.5 minutes. Tetro just settling the puck down, and here's Lee. Lee, nobody contesting the puck with Lee. Back now for Musini, leaves the puck behind. And back now for the ACT, just happy to fling it out. No icing on the penalty kill. Georgie battling Dietrich in good position there for New South Wales. Here's Kai Miettinen getting it out of the zone and just tying it up. Settle back down. Harvey all the way back down. Still a minute 47 of the New South Wales power play remaining. Here comes Musini. Left-hand side. Dumping it into the zone. Chasing his own rebound. Farmy's there in good position. Tyler Kabara taking over. Flinging it out. All the way back down. Safety first for Montgomery. Just saves it for Stuart Cole-Clark. Cole-Clark with it now. A minute 25 of the power play remaining. Finding Lee now. Lee enters the zone. Finding it now is Ryan. Ryan battling. So a 5 in game, checking to the head for that 5 minutes. Back now for Lee. Lee enters the zone for New South Wales on the left-hand side. Still got possession. Max Miller attacking the net. Here's Hawes on the blue line. Back now for Lee on the right-hand side. He's got Max Miller down low and Ryan in front. 48 seconds of the New South Wales power play remaining and saved by Tetro.
So we have confirmation that Tommy Moncrief was in the box for 2 minutes for roughing, and Noel Moncrief was given 2 minutes for abusive official, but someone else did sit that penalty for him while he sought medical attention, but he is back on the ice now, which is very encouraging to see.
So an attacking zone face-off coming up for New South Wales. 45 seconds of the power play remaining. Stephen fires. And here's Noah Moncrief back with the puck, battling against Christensen. Christensen in good position. Georgie coming in to lend a hand as well. New South Wales keeping in the zone via Hawes. Across now for Stephen. The puck drops on him a little bit. Stephen tries 5-hole. Tommy Moncrief digging. But Tetro is there, the 5-hole closes.
I do have to say, Tetro is definitely one of my favourite goalies. I really enjoy any opportunity I have to watch him in net. He's strong. He finds the gap to get the vision. So no matter if the screen is there, he moves himself around so that he can see what's going on and where it might be coming from. So we look now with Scott Clemmy in the face-off circle against Tyler Kabara, and New South Wales in the attacking zone.
Attacking zone, New South Wales, 15 or 20 seconds remaining of their power play. ACT looking to clear it out. Kai Miettinen helps that on its way. Back now for Ethan Hawes, 15 seconds of the power play remaining. Hawes getting around one, heavy hit. Miettinen into Hawes, into the board, dispossessed him of the puck. Back now for Stephen. Power play over. And Ricky Miettinen, who was serving that penalty on behalf of his team out, can come back out now. Back now for New South Wales. Cole-Clark pressured there by Kai Miettinen. Here's Ethan Hawes now, clearing it out of his own end for New South Wales. He's got options everywhere, including Tommy Moncrief, Tommy Stephen. Really helps if your name's Tommy in this game, doesn't it, Court?
As long as we don't get confused with it. But speaking of, Tommy breaks into the zone for New South Wales. Tommy Moncrief, that is.
Tommy Moncrief now. Here's brother Noah, kept in the zone by Ethan Hawes. Hawes looking for a lane, fires. The 5-hole closes quickly. There's a rebound. Tommy Moncrief couldn't take advantage. Cleared out by Georgie. Finds Christensen. Back now for Clemmy in centre ice. New South Wales dumping it back into the zone. 5 minutes remaining in the period, and it's just amazing how much hockey we've fitted in this 10-minute period.
We really have.
3-1 to ACT, and a good save there by Tetro.
Some incredible play by Charlie York there. I just want to credit, sometimes as a defensive player, you're not necessarily going to play the puck itself, but you're getting yourself in the way of the players. And what Charlie did really well in that sequence was he just put his body between Tommy Moncrief and the puck, and it just slowed down and he wasn't able to get through him to get it. So the New South Wales have won that face-off, and a shot on, but Tetro kicks it to the corner. CBR try to get it out of the zone now with one of the York brothers pushing it out. ACT breaking into the zone, off to the right, and moving it around behind the net, behind Montgomery.
That was good work there by Matuk and also by Buskus. Back now battling up against the boards is Henry York, kept in the zone there by Jordan Brunt. Back now for Stuart Cole Clark. Cole Clark trying to clear the zone and does a good job of that. Only finds Lachlan Farmy in the neutral zone. Pressure there by Altrin against Matuk. Dew tries the hit, doesn't quite work. Good save there by Montgomery. New South Wales need to clear it out. Cole Clark's in good position to clear it out via the right-hand side, and he does that. Second helping that process. Back now for Jordan Brunt, reversing the play for the moment. Altrin battling. The good work there by Lee. Here's Second fires and a good save into the logo.
Look, some quick decisions from New South Wales there led to this great opportunity, and it's really good to see them putting some pressure back on. So it feels like those penalties haven't taken too much of a toll on the players' momentum, because we're getting shots at both ends and both goalies getting some chances, with 13 to 20 shots on goal favouring ACT, and ACT win the face-off as New South Wales try to get it back, but ACT are holding it down in their zone and passing it forward. Dietrich with the puck, but Casey Kubara coming through, battling in their attacking zone.
Great work there by Dietrich to clear it out. Cleared out back in the neutral ice for New South Wales, and we've seen he just happy to dump it in and chasing. Seckham's chasing it as well. Back now for Stevens, centering pass. Casey Kubara intercepts right in the slot. Here's Nick Christensen now. Christensen enters the zone, has some support. Shot goes high and wide over Montgomery. The puck pinballing around. Tommy Stephen first to the puck as the puck rolls. Finds Josh Kuiper, centering pass. Couldn't quite connect there with Seckham in the slot. Stephen, Seckham battling. Casey Kubara ends up with the puck, clears it out, finds some support on the right-hand side via Harvey. Harvey drops it off for Christensen. Christensen on the right-hand side, just happy to circle around. Lots of pressure in front of the net.
And the net's come off its moorings. So initially I think the play was away and they had an opportunity to fix it, but the ref's just calming this game down now with a couple of players pulling at each other's jerseys, just having a chat. We'll get the net back on its moorings and an attacking zone face-off for the ACT up near Cafe Corner.
So just to confirm, Moresco checking to the head and ejected, so we won't see him back today.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't want to see those kinds of hits in hockey. They can lead to some pretty severe injuries. And, yeah, it's nice to see Noah back on the ice.
So a neutral zone face-off closest to the ACT penalty box with 2.5 minutes remaining in the second period. New South Wales via Ethan Hawes just working it back to their own goal line for the moment, looking for some options. He's got Sayers to the right-hand side, and he's got a player to the... He's got Sayers to the left. Finds Sayers now. Sayers getting around Tyler Kubara. Getting sent wide there by Charlie York. Clemmy now with it. Clemmy attacking. Reinforcements arriving. Zamboni corner. Out in 2 minutes of Zamboni. Flung in there by Altrin. ACT should be able to try and clear it out now. They go the backdoor route. Sayers was paying a lot of attention there in blue. They're just going left, right. Here's Brunt with it now. Brunt finds Charlie York. York with a bit of time and space in front of him. Takes on Altrin, but Altrin, the experienced defenseman from the North Stars, he was certainly up to the task. All the way back down in the Zamboni corner with 90 seconds remaining, and it's left now for Ryan. Ryan centering pass, trying to connect with Sayers, but couldn't. And there's another penalty coming with 1:28 remaining.
So a big hit from the ACT's Lachlan Famey on Jaden Ryan and landing him a 2-minute interference penalty. We'll catch the hit on the replay here as he passes the puck away, but it's hitting him up with no puck is why that penalty's called. Giving New South Wales a power play, and they're going to go over to be on our left, but to the right of Tetro for this face-off. And looks like Clemmy will face off against Casey Kubara.
So 1:28 on the big clock, 2 minutes on the small clock for the penalty against Farmy. New South Wales power play. ACT looking to get it out via Farmy. Tommy Moncrief in there doing a mountain of work as he always does. Gets the puck, finds Bears teammate Stephen. Stephen now battling on the half wall. Gets the better of that one, trying to fling it in. Just found the shins of Georgie. Sending Stephen back for a chase. He's got Ethan Horst to lend a hand. Here's Hawes there, getting pressured there by Georgie, getting forced all the way back. 1 minute remaining in the period. Finding Stephen now. Now the New South Wales players can go forward. Casey Kabara not making it easy. Turnover. Casey Kabara fires. And wowee, what a turnover. And then what a result.
A beautiful glove save from Matt Montgomery. Well
Fantastic.
done. Look, when it's one-on-one like that, you have perfect clear vision. There's no screen, and he's just come out of his crease to meet him in the circle there and just caught that puck beautifully. Well done to Matt Montgomery. And we have Casey Guevara in the attacking zone, a face-off, winning the puck for the ACT. But Noah Moncrief coming back into the zone for New South Wales with a beautiful shot on Tetro.
So high in the end, Hawes dumps it back into the zone with 35 seconds remaining in the period and 1:05 of the power play. ACT just happy to hold on to the puck for the next 29 seconds, flinging it out, finding the stick of Harvey. Harvey all alone down there, he won't mind centering. Just finds a stick of Clemmy for New South Wales. 20 seconds to go in the period. Back now for Stephen. Stephen double team, loses the puck. Centering pass. Well kept in the zone by Clemmy. Clemmy trying to get a handle on the puck. Centering pass. Couldn't connect with anybody in blue. And that will come all the way back down for Montgomery. And the puck will just die. And 3-1 to the ACT at the end of a very eventful period.
Absolutely. Again, this game overall is just ticking all those ice hockey bingo boxes. We've got penalties, we've got goals, we've got hits. It's been great so far. And look, both teams will head off to their change rooms now. And look, this is a great time for them just to settle in a bit. And they've both maintained that momentum. It's really good that those penalties in the middle of that period haven't shaken the teams. They are both playing with a lot of heart, a lot of effort, and it'll be nice to see New South Wales come out, maybe just get a little bit closer. But I think ACT are really holding on to this game. So it could go either way. A 2-goal lead, so 3-1 to ACT. It's not a big lead, so New South Wales could definitely fight back, Eric.
So shots on goal favouring the ACT 20-16. 3-1 ACT at the Zamboni break. 31 seconds of power play for New South Wales when we come back. We'll join you in about 10 minutes' time for the resumption of play in the third and final period. The ACT 3 leading New South Wales 1. See you in about 10 minutes. welcome back to the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. The ACT take a 3-1 lead into the third and final period. New South Wales, though, coming back with 31 seconds of power play remaining. A very interesting intermission, a very interesting game so far. There's not a lot in this, Courtney.
No, there's certainly not. A 2-goal lead can easily change to a tied game. So New South Wales will want to win this opening face-off and get pressure up in that end very quickly. 30 seconds can go out of a penalty quite fast. So I'd like to see them win this face-off, move into their attacking zone to our left, and get a couple of shots on and just close that gap in the shots on goal.
So we've had a chat with the New South Wales bench during that intermission. Noah Moncrief, as we can see, he's on the ice and okay after that hit.
And we were reflecting on Tommy Moncrief's plat. It's confused us a few times. Can't quite see him out there without the flow, but he's certainly making his presence known in how well he's playing today.
Certainly is. So 15 minutes on the big clock, 31 seconds on the penalty clock. Third and final period. Shots on goal favouring the ACT, 20-16. New South Wales have it now. Pause now for Noah Moncrief. Trying to get around the stick of Christensen, but can't. Christensen. So they're still on the power play for the next 17 seconds. They're at the wrong end briefly. One last opportunity possibly, but not if Matt Harvey has anything to do with it. Harvey battling New South Wales now. Zamboni corner. Noah Moncrief with the puck. Passes his own bench. Centering pass. Just found the stick of Henning. And out of the penalty box comes Lachlan Farmy. Penalty over. Casey Kabara now. Right hand side. Just happy to fling it across the ice. Tapped on by Lachlan Farmy. Back now for Noah Moncrief. Finds Hawes near Zamboni corner. Hawes battling against Harvey. Hawes in good position. Henning comes across. Hawes gets away from both of them. Hawes coming back. Harvey having another go. Finds Noah Moncrief. And a line change. Moncrief brothers off. Back now for ACT. Working it out of their defensive end on the left-hand side. Past a couple. Centering pass. Entering the zone. Casey Kabara now. Winds up. Fires. Sprays it wide. Kept in the zone by Farmy near the New South Wales bench. Centering pass. Here's Henning now. Henning, cross-ice pass, one-timer, the puck's free and cleared out of the slot by New South Wales. Powerful shot there by Casey Kabara. We know he's got a cannon. Back now for Lachlan Farmy, cross-ice pass for Mike Georgie. Georgie now, Charlie York entering the zone briefly. New South Wales have it out of the zone via second. Kolchek, back now for Georgie. Georgie clearing it out for Kai Miettinen. Not many whistles so far. We've had almost 2 minutes of play. ACT on the attack by Tyler Kabara. Finds Georgie, winds up, selects power drive. And what a save there by Montgomery. Had some mustard on it.
Into the logo, and he's just really grabbed that one into his chest just to making sure he had it, and then juggling it in the glove just to settle everything down. I think he's done a great job tracking that.
So on this shot, we're having a look at the previous save.
Yeah, in that save we just watched in the replay, the defence really came in and did a great job getting that out of the zone for Montgomery.
Back now, Altrin. He's in a battle. Reinforcements arriving from both teams, including Stuart Cole-Clark for New South Wales. Shot, Zamboni corner. Kai Miettinen. Stuart Cole-Clark. Battle up against the boards. New South Wales trying to work it out of the defensive end. Off the stick of Miettinen, kept in the zone by Tyler Kabara. Left-hand circle from ACT. Across the ice, kept in the zone there by Brunt. Brunt just happy to find somebody in white. Ends up finding Tyler Kabara on the left-hand side of the ice. ACT on the attack, kept in the zone well by Christensen. Battle up against the boards. Quite happy to show him the glass there was Cole Clark. Charlie York. Scott Clemmy comes on now for New South Wales. In front, the puck's free in the slot. The puck's free. But Montgomery had that one under control. New South Wales try and fling it out, but can't. Kept in the zone now by Christensen. Cross-ice pass for Joey Matuk, who's just come on. Brunt takes it. Trying to find Matuk. Just found Cole Clark. Flung back into neutral ice. Christensen. Here's a chance for Ryan. Ryan showing some physicality back there. for the ACT now is Christensen. Back on for Brunt, who comes off for a change. Here's Dietrich for New South Wales. Cross ice pass to his partner, just going up the ice. Musini back into neutral ice now. Here's Tommy Moncrief now entering the zone, firing just a bit high of the glove there of Tetro. And back now for Musini, right hand side near the penalty boxes. Lots of action so far in this period, not a lot of whistles as Beer comes out, Courtney.
Did you say his beer comes out?
Well, that's his name.
Oh, right.
Back now for Henry York. Lachlan Farmy. Joey Matuk. New South Wales trying to clear it out. Finding Noah Moncrief with the backhanded shovel, trying to connect brother Tommy on the blue line. Couldn't quite connect. James Beer clears it out. ACT clear their defensive zone. Here's Hawes now. Hawes gets around Matuk. Finds some support in Altrin. Altrin finds Noah Moncrief. Noah Moncrief trying to find the outstretched stick there of Kleipers, but couldn't. ACT working it out of their defensive end now via the right-hand side, past their own bench. Back now for Hawes. 10.5 minutes remaining in the third period. 3-1 ACT. Noah Moncrief right-hand side, trying to connect. Deflected there. Battle in the corner.
In the air for a delayed penalty, and the goalie's leaving the New South Wales net.
And there is the penalty. Penalty box door will be opening.
So we watch here Tommy Moncrief coming in, and as they battle for the puck, he just goes down and the ref's arm goes straight up. So look, this is a big opportunity that New South Wales absolutely need to capitalise on. 10 minutes can take a long time, or it can go very, very quickly. So with Clemmy lining up against Casey Kubara in the face-off zone, he'll be looking to win it to his D for a shot on. And ACT clear the puck as it sends it down past the goal line, and Montgomery just gets ready to settle it, but not needed as Hawes comes back, brings it around and comes up into the neutral zone. Finding Tommy Stephen, who brings it into the attacking zone. He's looking for a pass and moving it around behind the net. He's just opening up the play.
Clubby now in the corner. Now for Stephen. New South Wales on the power play for the next 90 seconds. Hawes giving go on the right-hand side. Here's Stephen again. Clemmy firing from distance. The puck balloons. Back now Henning. Matt Harvey sitting 2 minutes for the ACT. Kept in the zone. Good work there by Clemmy. Battle on the blue line that needed to be had. Noah Moncrief drops it off for brother Tommy. Tommy with the second attempt. Back now for Clemmy. Clemmy with it now. And the ACT fling it back into neutral ice. 1 minute exactly of the penalty. Hawes, right-hand side, Scott Clemmy. No look pass for Stephen, but Stephen had moved. And back now for Casey Kabara for the ACT, who's just happy to fling it out on the penalty kill. No icing. Back now for Hawes. There's Tyler Kabara. Totally misses the door of doom, thankfully for both of them. Back now Hawes. Pressured there by Tyler Kabara. Back now for Tommy Stephen. Stephen, right-hand side, finds Hawes at Zamboni corner. Hawes now, 30 seconds of the New South Wales power play remaining before Harvey can come back. Stephen across for Hawes. Hawes right-hand side, looks to cross all the lines. Kai Mantinen has something to do and to say about that on the red line. Taking over now is Christensen, trying to squeeze through a gap that wasn't there. There was a wall of blues, centering pass there by Mantinen. Couldn't connect with Christensen. New South Wales, 5 seconds of their power play remaining. Here's Max Miller. Miller enters the zone, gets forced wide by Tyler Kabara. Back now to 5-on-5 hockey. New South Wales still in possession though. Cafe corner. Player comes down. Is there an arm in the air? No, there isn't. Play continues. ACT leaving it out of into neutral ice. Tyler Kabara, Max Miller. Here's an opportunity. It was a good attempt there by Kai Mantinen, but good save, Matt Montgomery.
Max Miller did really well to keep playing at the puck in spite of being on his knees, and it just threw the momentum out for ACT, who got the shot on, but Montgomery was able to just tighten those knees, close the 5-hole gap, and make a great save.
Attacking zone face-off coming up for the ACT. 7:51 remaining in the third period. 3-1 ACT. Harvey now uses the wall as his friend. Casey Kabara getting pressured. Looking for a lane, backhanded shovel, saved there by Montgomery, kept in the zone by Georgie, who selects power drive. And he needed the second attempt, but he really needed to because Henning was on the doorstep.
Yeah, great safe play there from Montgomery. It bounced out in front of him, but it was just close enough that diving on it was a nice safe play. So Casey Kabara taking the attacking zone face-off for ACT. And
Eugene Dew doesn't take many face-offs, but
no.
there he is. Back now for the ACT, walking the blue line, that's Harvey. Harvey fires high and wide, and Kalani Crane had more of a chance of catching that than Matt Montgomery.
So a little bit stop-start here, but look, ACT will want to just move forward a bit more. We're getting a line change for New South Wales, so some fresh legs on the ice. I expect we'll see number 34, Connor Lee, taking the face-off against Casey Kubara. New South Wales, Tommy Stephen just jumping the gun a little bit there on the face-off, but the New South Wales do win it, and Seckham looking to get it out, and a big clash at the boards against ACT. So Harvey with the puck behind the net, New South Wales getting it back, and they'll look to move it out of the zone now.
Good work there by Connor Lee. Almost got it out of the zone. Musini deflected out of play. 7:11 remaining. The tension is starting to rise again.
It is. Look, New South Wales will really want to get it out of this zone. And you're just seeing in the replay the hit there up against the boards near the Gate of Doom, but they have come out of it unscathed.
I keep forgetting that you can also watch the action on the Jumbotron. So an attacking zone face-off coming up for the ACT as Casey Kabara comes off and brother Tyler takes over. And he'll be up against Lee. Face-off win by Lee. New South Wales working it out of their defensive end by Musini. And out of play, heads up on the New South Wales bench.
Quick apology to our photographers and medical staff standing in the corner there, but they're all fine.
So always keep your eye on the puck.
So we've had a couple of new skaters out for New South Wales, so some fresh legs. And Connor Lee taking this face-off up against Tyler Kubara.
Attacking zone face-off to the left hand or glove side of Matt Montgomery. Attacking zone face-off. Here's Farmy. Deflected. Well done by Altrin to bat that one down. Here's Lee now. Lee's got some speed. Finds some support on the right-hand side via Stephen, but it deflects back into the stick there of Tyler Kabara. Tyler Kabara now left-hand side. He's got Altrin immediately in front. Gets deflected wide into the corner. Back now for Stuart Cole-Clark at Zamboni corner, trying to clear it out. He's got options left and right. Centering pass wasn't the wisest option. Found Kai Miettinen. Back now for Cole-Clark. Under pressure in Zamboni corner. Charlie York comes in. Kai Miettinen taking over. Centering, trying to find Tyler Kabara there in the slot. Across behind the net. It's left for Farmy on the half wall on the left-hand side. Centering, trying to find somebody in front. There's a lot of traffic in front of Montgomery. Stephen just takes the time to clear it back into neutral ice for New South Wales. Here's an opportunity now for Stephen with a bit of ice in front of him. Stephen gets around one, centering. Couldn't connect with anybody in blue. And coming up for the puck for ACT was Charlie York, Stuart Cole-Clark. New South Wales changing. Teammates colliding there, an untidy change. Are we getting a too many men on the ice call? I think we are. Too many men on the ice. The penalty box door will be opening and the ACT will be heading to the penalty box. Now, the interesting thing about that, Courtney, was that I saw two New South Wales players colliding. And then I saw the too many men on the ice call, thinking it was against New South Wales, and it was actually against ACT.
I was on the same train of thought, just seeing both teams obviously making those changes, but New South Wales were a bit cleaner than ACT. And good call caught by the linesman.
And, of course, that's one of the things that they can rule on that can lead to a penalty.
And look, New South Wales really need this advantage. So as they still trail by 2 goals, Connor Lee taking the face-off and winning it back to his teammates. And Tommy Stephen, actually Max Miller, trying to keep it in the zone, but he can't. And Stuart Cole-Clark comes back into their defensive zone, looking for his teammates on the line, finds Jaden Ryan, who skates it back to the middle, and he'll be looking for...
Penalty coming.
In the...
Hooking the call, and it just got better for New South Wales on that occasion, Courtney.
It did. So they will go on to a 5-on-3 power play as they head back up towards their attacking zone and to Tetro's end of the ice.
So a minute 40, a 5-on-3 there. Hectic action there as New South Wales were trying to start their power play, and now a new phase of their power play starts 5-on-3.
This is a big opportunity they need to take, but ACT win the puck and get it out of the zone. New South Wales have to chase it, and Matt Montgomery settles it down.
Back now for Musini. Musini on the ice for part of the 5-on-3. Enters the neutral zone, finding Stuart Cole-Clark. Pressured, there's only 3 ACT players. The puck is flung back into the neutral zone. Back now for Miller. Miller finding Musini. Off the skates there and the stick there of Ryan. Back now for Lee. Lee enters the zone. He's pressured there by Christensen. Flung out of harm's way. Still a minute of the 5-on-3. Back now for Cole-Clark for New South Wales. New South Wales need to spend all the time possible in the attacking zone. Cole-Clark enters the zone now. He's got 2 players on him. Georgie, Casey Kabara are 2 players on the ice. And flung out by the ACT. 45 seconds of the 5-on-3 remaining. It's left now for Musini as a line change comes on. Tommy Moncrief comes on amongst others. Entering the zone, New South Wales on the right-hand side. It's Jaden Ryan. Here's Clemmy now using some soccer skills, trying to find Tommy Moncrief, but couldn't. He was in some traffic. Tommy Stephen now takes over behind the net. It's got Tommy Moncrief in front of the net. Stephen here with 17 seconds of the 5-on-3. Stephen thinks about a shot, trying to find Tommy Moncrief, trying to find Jaden Ryan, trying to find Clemmy. Clemmy gets a shot on, and the 5-on-3 just about to expire. The ACT will get a player back shortly. Hawes centering, firing. Tetro got enough on it. ACT trying to clear it out. And all the way back down. 10 seconds of the power play remaining for New South Wales. Here comes Ethan Hawes now. They're down by 2 goals with 2.5 minutes remaining. They've just had a long 5-on-3. ACT out of the zone. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Montgomery. No New South Wales players in the vicinity. Montgomery plays the puck. Finds Hawes. Hawes right-hand side. Finds Stephen. The puck balloons. The temperature's rising. Stephen in traffic. Noah Moncrief now fires. Centering pass. Couldn't connect with Tommy Stephen. ACT out of the zone with 3:05 remaining. Near the New South Wales bench. Here's Harvey. Centering pass. Heading on the doorstep. New South Wales fling it out. Desperation. Keeping it in is Christensen. Centering, but just finding Stephen for New South Wales. Stephen on the attack. He's got Tommy Moncrief for company. Tommy Moncrief fires and sprays it high and wide. Mitch Henning now kept in the zone here by Eugene Dew. Out of the zone, back in the neutral ice. 2:38 remaining. ACT up by 2 goals. Here's Miettinen getting around Noah Moncrief. Finds Tommy Moncrief and says, I'll have another go somewhere else. Just electing to go back, finding Lachlan Farmey. Entering the zone. Here comes Harvey now. Harvey shoots. Deflected into the corner. New South Wales looking to clear it out. Desperation staked possibly coming up. Kolachek rather. Centering pass. Henning enters the zone for the ACT. Fires, but Tommy Moncrief was in the way. And so Farmey has to come back with 2 minutes remaining. The ACT up by 2 goals. Centering pass. Finding Matuk. Matuk battling against Dietrich for Tommy Moncrief now. New South Wales must go. They must go now. Tommy Moncrief with a Hail Mary all the way down the ice. Safety first there by Tetro. Left there for Christensen. Christensen behind the net. A minute 43 remaining. Left-hand side. ACT in the box seat. Here's Farmey entering the zone. Right-hand side. Centering. Trying to connect and saved there by Montgomery with 91 seconds remaining.
There was a lot of hockey in that sequence. It's when there's very few whistles, we end up head on a swivel end to end. Both teams putting some pressure on, but ACT are really controlling the play. They're having a lot more time with the puck, and I think doing a lot better. And look, Henry York facing off against Connor Lee in the attacking zone for ACT, but New South Wales, Ethan Hawes has got the puck. ACT get it back, battle on the boards, and ACT with an opportunity here.
Matuk with the puck, and he managed to squeeze it in and put the exclamation point on this game. Waiting for a goal signal here. ACT celebrating, and that will come back, and that will make it 4-1. Joey Matuk.
Those little wraparound goals are pretty tricky and not always successful, but he's just managed to find that gap through Monty's legs and secured that extra point.
So if the exclamation point wasn't there, Matuk just put the exclamation point on it with 1:18 remaining. 4-1 now to the ACT. Shots on goal favouring them 28-21. And Henry York looking to continue there. Heavy contact up against the boards. Final minute of play. Jew now trying to clear it out. Kolacek back now for Seckham. Seckham enters the zone here for New South Wales. Getting forced wide by Brunt. Still battling out of the zone, back into neutral ice. And New South Wales now 45 seconds to go. Just happy to shovel it in and go chase it with Seckham. Up against the boards, ACT, Georgie. ACT voluntarily in the box seat, continuing their undefeated run so far in the Jim Brown Championship. Final 30 seconds of play. Battle up against the boards. Reinforcements arrive. ACT will just be happy to hold on to the puck. Centering pass, trying to connect with Tyler Kabara. New South Wales clear it out with 15 seconds remaining. Christensen will just be happy to hold on to the puck in neutral ice as the clock counts down. ACT, their winning run continues. Day 2 of the Jim Brown Championship. One last opportunity possibly, and that will be it. The ACT, they win 4-1 against New South Wales. Valiant in defeat were the Blues.
Yeah, look, absolutely. Both teams put in a lot of effort, a lot of heart, and that score doesn't reflect how hard that New South Wales had to work. They did spend a lot of time defensively, but I think, Eric, one thing that let them down was about probably only 20% of their long stretch passes were actually successful. They were doing it a lot throughout the entire game, and ACT did a really good job of interfering and intercepting those passes. So going into tomorrow, I think they need to tighten up on that, come in a bit closer, make closer and more strategic passes so that they can make the plays that they're trying to do and get into that exact attacking zone like they're trying to do.
So handshakes all around. It doesn't matter what happened in the game. You know, it was a great win by the ACT. Shots on goal ended up favouring the ACT 29-21. New South Wales certainly not disgraced in that effort. That is for sure. Both teams in action again tomorrow. Having a look at New South Wales, what they've got on the agenda. They've completed their round robin, and so they're on standby for semi-finals tomorrow afternoon. And the ACT, they have an early game against Victoria.
Yeah, so we're back bright and early for the weekend with the games puck dropping from 7:30 tomorrow morning. And just a quick wrap up of the goals. So the lone goal for New South Wales came from number 8, Tommy Moncrief, with the 4 unanswered goals from ACT coming from. That would be Casey Kubara, Mitch Henning, Matt Buskus and Joey Matuk.
So we will see you bright and early tomorrow mornings as both teams gather on the ice. New South Wales stick taps for their family and friends and spectators who have come to the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. Thank you as always to our hard-working Thought Fox Media crew. Courtney, thank you for your company as always. And we'll see you tomorrow for Day 3 of the Jim Brown National Tournament. Stick taps also from the ACT team as well. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.